10 wild facts about honey you probably didn't know. What if I told you that the honey in this jar could technically outlive you, me, and probably your great-great-grandkids? Yeah, honey basically never expires, and that's just the beginning. Stick around because by the end of this video, you're never going to look at honey the same way again. Fact 1. Honey literally never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs over 3,000 years old that were still perfectly edible. Not technically safe, but gross. Actually still good. Why? Honey has almost no water content, it's naturally acidic, and bees add an enzyme that creates a small amount of hydrogen peroxide. Put all that together and you get an environment where bacteria and mold basically can't survive. It's nature's ultimate preservative. Fact 2. Honey is basically bee vomit. Sorry to anyone eating breakfast right now, but here's the truth. Bees don't just make honey, they collect flower nectar, store it in a special stomach, and then regurgitate it into the honeycomb. Other worker bees pass it mouth to mouth to break it down further before it's stored in the comb. Delicious, right? Still tastes great, but now you know. Fact 3. It takes a ridiculous amount of work to make just 1 pound of honeybees have to visit around 2 million flowers. And a single worker bee over its entire lifetime produces only about 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey. So next time you drizzle honey on your toast, know that you're using the life's work of a dozen bees in one squeeze. Fact 4. Bees fan their wings like tiny air conditioners. Fresh nectar is way too watery to become honey. So bees fan their wings over it inside the hive to speed up evaporation, thickening it into the sticky syrup we know. It's basically a bee-powered dehydration factory. Fact 5. Honey can be a different color and flavor every time. Honey isn't one flavor, it changes based on what flowers the bees visited. Clover honey is light and mild. Buckwheat honey is dark, almost molasses-like. Some honeys are practically clear, others deep amber. It's basically the wine of the insect world, terroir included. Fact 6. There's such a thing as mad honey. In parts of Turkey and Nepal, bees feed on a specific species of rhododendron that contains a natural toxin. The result is a honey that in large enough amounts can actually cause hallucinations. It can also cause dizziness or an intense buzz, literally. It's been used historically, both as a delicacy and allegedly in ancient warfare, to disorient enemy soldiers. Fact 7. Crystallized honey isn't bad, it's just honey being honey. If your honey turns cloudy and grainy in the pantry, that's not spoilage. It's natural crystallization, especially common in raw honey. Just warm the jar in some hot water and it'll go right back to liquid gold. Fact 8. Honey has real medicinal history. Long before modern medicine, cultures across Egypt, Greece, and China used honey to treat wounds and burns. Today, medical-grade honey like Manuka honey from New Zealand is still used in some wound dressings because of its natural antibacterial properties. Fact 9. Honeybees aren't even native to the Americas. European honeybees were brought to North America by settlers in the 1600s. Before that, there were no honeybees on the continent at all, just native bees and other pollinators. Everything we think of as classic honeybee culture is actually a relatively recent import. Fact 10. Brain chemistry. Honeybees are the only insects that produce food eaten by humans, and they communicate using a precise waggle dance to share GPS-like coordinates of flower fields. So next time you see that little bear-shaped bottle in your cabinet, remember, it's ancient. It's basically bee vomit. It might occasionally get you a little dizzy, and it could still be edible 1,000 years from now. If you learned something new, smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives like this, and let me know in the comments, have you ever tried mad honey? I want to hear your stories. See you in the next one.